بونجور مدام زي مسيو، يا مرحبا الساعة في حلقة جديدة من برنامج فاين دايننج في العاصمة أبو ظبي، ومن قلب دار الظبي وجزيرة السعديات مطعم سال. خلنا نبدأ بأطباقنا وأقول لكم أسيكي فاموس. Kalimera, Mr. Pavlos.
Kalimera, nice to have you here.
Same here. Thank you for having us here in Sal Fine Dining. First of all, tell me about yourself, if you can give us like a brief introduction about you.
Well, from a very young age, I decided that I have a passion for food. I like working with people.
Okay.
So to start working in hospitality, I think was only, the only thing that I would like to do.
Okay.
I realized it very early, so I started working very early, since the age of 20, back then in Greece. Slowly evolving until at some point I decided to move to Dubai. Very, very happy that I did that. I'm for the past 8 years here, happily. Now in Sal, very proud of it.
Okay.
And
Here we are.
here we are.
To work or to be like a general manager in fine dining, is it a difficult job, a challenge job? Tell me about it.
It's always challenging when it comes to hospitality, but it gives you the pleasure of the everyday of operation. I'm blessed to have a very, very good team throughout the places that I have worked, to be honest, but especially here, I'm very, very proud of them. It's the style of the restaurant. It's the decoration of the restaurant. It's a Mediterranean restaurant.
Yeah.
The whole concept, I think it's maybe challenging generally, but on a personal basis, I would say that I love it. I like the fact that it feels like home.
Because love makes everything easy.
Yeah?
Yeah? Behind the scene, you told me that Khadija, you are patient because in filming, you need to be patient. In fine dining as a management, do you need to be patient?
It's not about patience, to be honest. Generally in F&B, it's all about preparation. So you need to be prepared about all the possible scenarios, or at least most of them. That allows you to be very, very flexible in the actual operation. I don't know how is it working for you. But I guess it's more difficult because anything can happen on camera or off camera.
It's about love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I believe you can understand the motivation.
And the passion. Yeah. Since we are in Sal Fine Dining and we are talking about more than cuisine, Spain, Italy, France, Greece, so we are talking about Mediterranean cuisine. How do you balance to maintain the quality of all those cuisines in Arab earth and ground, which is Abu Dhabi?
Well, I would say it's easier than expected. Mediterranean cuisine is a cuisine that it's very, very important to have fresh and quality ingredients.
Okay.
From the moment that you have them, obviously the recipe will be good and the outcome will be good. That is universal. It doesn't have to be only for the Mediterraneans or only for the Europeans or only for the Africans.
Yeah.
Everybody, we enjoy, I believe at least, that we can all enjoy the same things. And we are located in a place, UAE, that there is plethora of choices in what you can have, in what you can dine, where you can dine, in everything. So I believe that people in UAE are very much trained on different flavors, they actually have very high expectations, which makes me happy.
Okay. Let's talk about the competitive markets in Abu Dhabi and in UAE in general. How do you maintain the quality to be number one in fine dining with this busy fine dining competition?
To be in a competitive environment, it's actually healthy and very, very positive. Because you are always alerted, you are always trying to get better and better. So that effort, that continuous effort, that passion, because it comes from the passion, actually helps you a lot from the day to day to the total outcome. I believe that the competitive environment is a very, very big positive for all of us, actually.
Yeah, you are right. Mr. Pavlos, what makes Sal in fine dining?
That's a big question, a big answer. So, I would say everything. Every small detail is actually part of the spirit of the restaurant. I would like to say fine dining, but easily I can say to you beach club, or easily I can say to you pool. I can say to you everything, but it's all the small details that give the character to Sal. Sal is a restaurant, is a beach club, we have a pool, a wonderful pool. All of them, they are adding together to an outcome that makes me proud, makes the team proud, and I'm happy to say we have a lot of guests that we are enjoying.
Yeah.
Hopefully you will.
To combine, thank you so much, Mr. Pavlos, but to combine all those elements together and to be like in the fine dining field, how do you choose the staff who represent Sal in front of more than 200 nationalities over UAE?
I will say that generally as a mentality and as a culture, we believe in the right character and in the flair that everybody has.
What do you mean by main character or the...
Character means somebody that is a positive person, that is willing to care about his guest, about the restaurant, about the beach club or anywhere that he works. In our case, I always prefer to hire people that they are positive, they are willing to learn and to teach, because positions, they don't necessarily mean that you will not be taught even from anybody.
Yeah.
From any aspect of the restaurant, you can learn one thing every day, regardless of your position.
True.
So I always look about the character, about the mentality, if they enjoy what they are doing, and you can understand that usually in the interviews.
Yeah.
I prefer generally to take a positive person than a technically perfect, let's say, employee.
Nice.
You can teach the technicalities, the mentality you cannot. It's very difficult.
True.
So,
what about the atmosphere, the environment, the details, the colors, the chairs, the glass itself, the flowers? Tell me about these elements as a concept of fine dining in Sal.
Well, it's obviously Mediterranean inspiration. So all the colors, all the elements that you see, from the lighting to the small details, everything were hand-picked for Sal, which obviously as a general manager I feel very proud to be in charge of a restaurant like this. That reflects also on the service that we provide.
Yeah.
So Mediterranean cuisine and Mediterranean culture generally has to do with warmth. The key is to make people understand that we are not just a restaurant, we are not just a beach club, we are part of hospitality. I think it's our responsibility to feel the guest, feel like home, their home, to feel relaxed, to enjoy what they are doing, because as a guest also when I'm going somewhere, I always enjoy more when I'm more relaxed.
Sure.
If you add to the relaxed atmosphere, to the warm atmosphere, also the level of service, the level of ingredients, the level, generally the menu that we provide, I think it's a very good combination and a very good offering actually.
What about the customer satisfaction? How do you follow up and give the feedback and the reaction according to the feedback?
I understand that all managers were claiming the same thing, but it's actually true. The negative feedback is actually more important than the positive. Obviously, we all enjoy positive feedback. It makes us proud and, give us power to continue what we are doing. But in reality, the negative feedback is what gives you some details in what you're not giving enough attention.
Okay.
This is not necessarily a mistake. Maybe it can be anything.
Yeah.
But still, for somebody to share any type of feedback means that he did an effort because he thought or she thought that it was important. That means that you need to do an effort. You need to do a training if needed. You need to do, on a personal basis, you need to improve. And that will reflect to the restaurant itself, to the beach club itself.
And how do you market for Sal? Do you use the direct market? Do you use the customer like to use the strategy of the word of mouth or indirect market, social media? In which platform or area you are more active?
I would like to prefer that. I would like to respond that we have a marketing team that it's fully on us and help us a lot. I personally prefer social media. I believe that it's the time that social media are very important and they play a vital part in our everyday lives. But it will be unfair towards an entire team that is running for us, that is helping us on a daily basis, and that they are making to the detail, they are making absolutely sure that we are happy so that we can leave the guest happy. And I'm happy to say that they are giving this image to the people outdoors. Yeah.
Pavlos, the chef is the most important pillar in the fine dining. So based on what you select and choose the chef, especially that Sal is a multi-countries. So is it about like a chef from a specific country or doesn't matter?
I don't believe that talent has a specific nationality or a specific origin. Anybody from any country can be talented enough to become a chef. If he's more talented, he will become a chef in a good restaurant. And he's very talented, he will become a chef in a very, very good restaurant. I believe that our chef passed, first of all the testings from our culinary team in order to be sure that technically he knows what to do. But believe me, even in the culinary, even in the chef, you also need a positive person. You also need a person that has the technical knowledge, provides the right outcome, obviously, but you can communicate also, because we spend a lot of time together. Whether it's going to be a small group, a big group, or the day-to-day operation, I get to spend a lot of time with my chef, which makes me very happy because we are friends. I mean, we became friends. So being a positive person, being able to see the solution, not the problem, being able to communicate with you, and of course cook like my chef and amazing food, I would say it's a recipe for success. So I cannot argue that, you know, that's it.
Efcharisto Pavlos for this lovely conversation. Now I will go to meet the chef and know more about him and the dishes we're gonna prepare for the fine dining today from Sal. Thank you.
Thank you.
بعد هذا الحوار الشيق مع مستر بافلوس مانجر سال رح نروح نتعرف على الشيف. هو إيطالي ولكن يطبخ جميع أنواع الكويزين الشرق أوسطية بس بعد هذا الفاصل. Chef Vincenzo, buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Come stai?
Tutto bene, grazie.
Good, good. Chef, can you introduce yourself to us that we can know you more?
Sure. So basically, I'm coming from south of Italy. My region is called Puglia. I have overall 20 years of experience in my life, and I traveled the world in the last 20 years of my experience. I started to travel the world when I was 18 years old, when was the time that I get diploma in hospitality school. So I get the diploma as a chef. And so, yeah, after that I start to work in different countries as UK, Switzerland, Australia, Maldives, Russia. And then it was the first time that I came in UAE was 9 years ago. And so here I am today in Jumeirah, Sadia, Thailand. So my knowledge about the cuisine is mostly about Italian and Mediterranean.
Okay.
So I've been lucky enough to work in a nice place with a very good chef, and so I get a very good knowledge of Mediterranean cuisine. And so here today that's what we are doing in Sal Beach Club. I'm expressing myself with all my knowledge for our guests.
It's our pleasure to know you, chef. But tell me about the background you came from as a chef. Did you study it, for example, or it was a hobby or a passion?
Yeah, well, I mean, my family has been a family that, was passionate about food.
Really? Okay.
In Italy, is a bit that believe a bit of everyone is more a bit passionate about the food, but in my family, from when I was a child, I always been in middle of between my grandmother and my mom, my father, where they were always doing something, cooking, everything homemade, fresh. So of course I get this from when I was a child, and the first input of becoming a chef, it was definitely from my family. Yes,
it's important, that effect. Yeah.
Yes.
Chef, now you are working as a chef in fine dining domain and restaurant. Is it different than working in other cuisine or other restaurants?
Well, it's I will say it's challenging, especially nowadays, and also especially in the Middle East, because you have a lot of competitor, and there is a lot of good restaurant and good chef. So you always need to be
unique, perfect.
Yeah, unique. You have to be always upgrade yourself, to new technique, new dish, new creation. So yeah, it's not difficult, but it's challenging. But I like challenge. Yeah.
Since you talk about the challenge and we are talking about difficulties, we are in Arab country. So the Arab community, does it make a challenge for you to satisfy the more than 200 nationalities over UAE with keeping and maintaining the authentic cuisine of Italy, Spain, France?
Well, I will say that I'm in love with UAE. As I'm here from last 9 years, so it's an amazing country with amazing people, and I don't find any difficulty to work here.
Okay.
Also about the products, here you can find the top products from everywhere in the world is here in UAE, and also a very good product locally sourced. So yeah, for this part, I don't have any difficulty on that case. And working with all different nationality is something that it's at the beginning of the career you can find some challenge, you can find a little bit difficulty, but later on, once you adapt yourself, is actually very, very nice, because you can learn many different things from different culture, and then you can combine it together, by your own.
Chef, since Sal, it's a mix of cuisine. We're talking about France, Italy, Greece, and Spain. And you said you bring some products from the local market. Does it affect the taste itself of the dish, or you have equation you make to bring some product from UAE and other products from the origin countries?
Yeah, well, it doesn't affect the taste, because the local product that we use here, they are very nice and very tasty, so there is not any kind of different actually. Especially from the local vegetable, the local source vegetable.
Okay.
They are very good, so the taste doesn't been affect on that. And of course, we also use imported product from the
outside.
Mediterranean place. So we combine them together with also a local source.
What about the pasta itself? Because I believe you have special pasta in Italy.
Yes, so the pasta here, it's all made in Sal.
Okay.
All the pasta
homemade.
All the pasta that we have in the menu is all homemade. So we all do it fresh. So it's just about the knowledge that I have and that I apply on that. So
some chefs, they keep and maintain the direct communication with the customers. What I mean is they visit the customers in the tables, they ask about the dish, they follow up with them. Do you do this?
Of course, this is a very important part for me. And I believe it's an important part for all the chefs nowadays, because mostly the most important thing for the guest, it's to have a beautiful dining, an amazing experience, but you should touch the heart of people. So that's when you create a memorable experience for the guests in the restaurant. So yes, definitely I do that. And if you are my guest, you will often see me here in the restaurant touch every table.
Nice. Since you talk also about the competitive market in UAE and we are in Mediterranean cuisine, is it difficult and hard to, let's say, to combine between the 3 cuisines or 4 cuisines with the local market? I mean, the signature you made, what is it?
Sometimes we can find some challenge on that, but as I said, I mean, we have a fantastic product here in UAE as a locally sourced, so there is no any big difficulty for that. So of course it's a matter of the knowledge of the chef, how you combine together, and which technique you use for cook that dish. But as a product, if we talk about locally sourced product, they are amazing here, so there is no difficulty. Yeah.
Chef, to be a chef, is it about the talent mainly or the academic background as per your experience? For example, if you got now a new chef, a junior one, you will focus more on the experience or on the certifications he have?
Well, being a chef is, yes, of course, the academic part is important.
Okay.
But I will say that it's something that it's a job that you really need to like it, you really need to love it. So if I have a younger chef that comes step up in my kitchen, I will not focus on the certificate that he has, but I will focus mostly on his character, on his love that he have to do this job, if he really like it or not, you know, because you really need to be interested on the food, on the cuisine, on the cooking. So I believe that if you have this is key inside you, you can become a chef. Even if you didn't study as hospitality, you know. And of course, you need to, with the experience, with hard working, a good commitment. This is all come step by step, you know. It takes time,
but it comes in the end. You said that if you love this job or to be a chef, and you are a human being in the end, sometimes you are angry, sometimes you don't feel like cooking, and this is affect actually the plate because it's about sensation, it's about emotions, it's about the vibes and the power you give. How do you control this?
Well, is something that I learned with the
experience,
years.
Okay.
Yeah, with experience, because at the beginning, yes, you know, it was very hard to control it, but after 20 years, you already know when you are reaching that point. So before you reach that point, you already you know, you control yourself and you do your let's say kind of meditation, personal meditation, and you get back on the track.
So you can like change or learn someone who has this issue, like a new chef, for example, and they have this moody chefs.
Yes. You could change, but of course it always depend about the character of the person, but you could change. I did something, I did with some of my team member already this, so yeah, it can be possible.
How do you market for yourself as a chef and for the salle fine dining? I mean, do you like focus on the word of mouth, of the experience of the customers, or public relationship? Which kind of tools you use in this kind?
So what we try to do and is to combine all these things, because of course to have a memorable experience in salle is not just about food, or is not just about having a good dish. It's about the entire experience. So we curate all the part, you know, from when the guests arrive into the restaurant, the welcome that we give to them, when we escort them to the table, when we show them around, when we explain them what salle is and what is the story behind us. So we have a good part of storyteller with our guests, and there is a good interaction. And of course it comes about the dining, about the food, about the service. We have an amazing team, and so I believe that what we do is we try to combine all these things together.
All the elements together.
For all the elements for the guests to enjoy and have an amazing experience, and then they can come back and they can become our regular guests.
Yeah. What do you think about the Arabic cuisine, chef?
I love it. It's very nice, but as I said before, I never
You
cooked
never
it
tried
before.
it
No,
before?
I never tried.
Because as you know, Spain and the Arab world, they are like the Andalusia area, so
Yeah.
they have common things
They have
actually
common
in the
things.
kitchen.
Yeah.
So,
Also in some part of Italy, you know, like in Sicily,
Exactly.
in Sicily, the island, but with under Italy, we have some common thing with Arabic country. You know,
Okay.
some saffron or these kind of aroma things, herbs, and.
okay.
But yes, I believe that if you know how to combine them together, you can create an amazing,
Right?
amazing
Yeah.
dishes. But I never tried, so I never had the chance to
So,
do.
what is your best dish? The one most you love?
Well,
The
on this,
preferred one, the baby one, the beloved one.
on this one, I will go for an Italian dish,
Which is?
something that I create, which is called ravioli alla norma.
Okay.
Basically, in Italy, pasta alla norma is
Okay.
a traditional dish
Mhm.
which you made with tomato sauce, eggplant inside the tomato sauce, and then
Okay.
the pasta, and then the ricotta cheese. So what I did, I took the same ingredient, but I made it in a different way, with a
Okay.
modern twist. So I make this ravioli, and the eggplant instead of being mixed together with the pasta, I make the filling for the ravioli.
Okay.
And then inside of tomato sauce, I use the fresh datterino tomato, and the ricotta cheese, I make a crumble of ricotta cheese, baked
Lovely.
in the oven to put it on the top. So this is something that it's with me from long time, and
The
it's,
best one.
Yeah.
Ask me what is my best dish.
What is your favorite dish?
It is Spanish, the paella.
The paella.
I love paella. So my question, did you create any modification on paella? No? So it's authentic, pure Spanish?
Yeah, we don't have paella actually.
Paella or paella. Yeah, it's
Paella, yeah.
different. It's the
Yeah.
same. Nothing,
No, we
any
don't have
modification
paella.
on
No.
nothing. So it's authentic, pure
Yeah.
Spanish cuisine. Thank you so much, Chef, for this lovely interview.
Thank you very
Now
much.
we will go to the kitchen and we will try the dishes. I believe you will prepare like 3 dishes, right? Starter,
Correct.
main, and dessert.
Yes.
So I'm excited to go to the kitchen. And are you?
Sure.
Let's go and grazie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Grazie
so
mille.
much. الحين في نتو لقاء مع الشيف فينشينزو. الحين بنروح المطبخ وبنشوف شو الأطباق ال3 الديشز السيجنتشر الرئيسية لفاين دايننج سال، بس بعد هذا الفاصل. Chef Vince, buongiorno again from the kitchen
Buongiorno.
of Sal. We will start our first dish, but before I would like to ask you, Chef, as you know, we are in the Mediterranean cucina or cocina or cuisine because we are talking about Italy, France, Spain, and you
Sure.
are Italian. How did you come to this cucina while you are from Italy?
Yeah, well, as you said, I'm an Italian chef, but I work from the last 20 years around the world, so
Yeah.
I've been lucky enough to work with many chefs and many different cultures, and I get passionate also about the Mediterranean cuisine, so not only the Italian one.
Chef, if we will talk about the inspiration, what inspired you to create new dishes?
Yeah, mostly is I'm getting inspired from the ingredient, which is very important for me. You know, always looking for different ingredients from Mediterranean part, and also I use my knowledge that I earned in my career, and I combine them together to get.
Amazing. So let's apply your career on this table and start with the first dish, which is?
Sure. So the first dish is gonna be an Hamachi Crudo with green tomato gazpacho.
Okay.
So then we have lime and pickled onion. So we have a beautiful Hamachi fish which we slightly marinate and with lime zest.
Lemon.
Very light dish, but very tasty.
What I know about cucina italiana, it's famous with the lemon. Is it the same with the Mediterranean cucina or cuisine?
Yes,
Yeah?
it's also very similar with the Mediterranean cuisine because we try to use a lot of citrus ingredients, like which can be lemon, lime, or pomegranate, or citrus things. So here we have the Hamachi. We serve it. We have a green tomato gazpacho. So we made with the green tomato, celery, jalapeno. So you have a touch of a little bit spicy, and we add some vinegar. As you can see, the color, it's very green. We add a bit of mozzarella cream on the top.
Okay.
Mozzarella cheese, we do the cream. After that, we adjust our Hamachi fish. This is one of our signature dish here in Sal.
It's a signature starter, a cold
Signature
starter, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
cold starter.
Okay. Is it a challenge to work in Dubai? And Dubai has more than 200 nationalities, as you know, and the competitive market in the cucina, in the fine dining restaurants, as a Mediterranean.
Yeah, there is a lot of competitor here in Dubai, in all UAE, I will say.
Yeah.
There is a lot of great restaurants, great chefs. So definitely yes. I mean, there is a good competition around.
In Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, and all over UAE,
All over
especially
UAE,
the capital
yes.
Abu Dhabi. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And now, chef?
So now we add some green tomato cubes.
It's from Italy, the ingredients, or from UAE?
The tomato are from UAE.
From the local farm?
From local farm.
Amazing.
Because as you know, we are a sustainable hotel, so we try always to use a lot of local source products.
Bio.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after that, we add some fresh oregano.
Allah. Okay. One leaf. It's okay. Details are important, chef. The way you present, the colors.
Detail are very important for me. Yes, it's for me as a chef. The first most important part is the presentation.
Okay.
Because I always believe that the plate should be eaten first with the eyes and then
I do
with
believe
with
it
the
too.
taste. So now we finish with some pickled red onion.
Okay. Pickled red onion.
And we just add some beautiful edible flour.
I can eat the flour later?
Yeah, of course.
Or it's only for
Everything
a design?
that is on the
Yeah?
plate is edible,
Okay.
yes.
Nice. I believe it's done.
The last one
Last
is
step.
finger lime caviar.
Caviar.
Yeah,
Okay.
finger lime caviar, also very good for acidity. So this is one of our signature starter. Hamachi with the green tomato gazpacho, pickled onion, and lime caviar.
The name again?
Hamachi Crudo.
Hamachi Crudo. So
Crudo,
our
yeah.
Hamachi Crudo is ready in Sal restaurant. We will go for the second dish, the main one, and we'll talk about the second signature of Sal.
Sure.
So So, chef, now we finish with the starter. We'll go to the main course. But before we start the main course, let me ask you about the creation of the new dishes. Do you create from the scratch, from the zero, a new dish, or you are into developing an existing one more?
Well, I do both. So we always try to develop the existing dish because it's good for us, and that's most important. It's good for the guests.
Okay.
That they don't get bored to eat always the same thing. And also to creating dish, I also creating I will say at least twice a month. I try new dish, new technique with my team.
Okay.
I involve always my team together with me, which is a very important part.
So what if one of your team want to create or develop a dish? Do you give them the space to do this, or you are a little bit...
Certainly, I give a lot of space to my
Yeah?
team,
Okay.
and because it's very important for me that they feel part of the project, part of the restaurant. So I give them very freedom on this, and then of course I am the one who's gonna check it, and with my assistant as well, and decided if it's a good plate to put it in our menu or not.
So you encourage and you help them.
Definitely,
Okay,
yes.
chef, since we are talking about fine dining in Mediterranean cuisine, and you are Italiano, as we know, do you cook only Italian food?
So yeah, I cook different cuisine from the
Okay.
Mediterranean part, something from French, from Greece, from Spain, from Portugal, and of course from Italy.
Arab word. Did you try something Arabic?
I didn't try something Arabic yet so far.
Okay.
I work always, it's 9 years that I'm in Middle East, so
Okay.
I work with a lot of Arabic chefs, so I have some knowledge, but I still never try to do some Arabic dish. Yeah.
Inshallah, next time you're
Yes.
gonna try an Arabic cuisine. Okay, chef, tell me about the junior chefs who are new in this field and domain. How do you encourage them, teach them? What do you advise them?
Yeah, my advice for them is to, if they want to come inside this, let's say, fine dining career, it's very important at the beginning to choose the right place and
Okay.
to choose to work with the right chef.
Okay.
So don't just think about the salary, don't think about the money. Especially at the beginning, the most important part is to work with the right chef and in the right place, where will be your beginning of your career,
Yeah.
and so it will impact yourself very well.
And since I am with the right chef today in this fine dining, I would like to go to the main course.
Sure.
What we have for the second dish for today.
We're gonna have linguini. Again, it's one of our signature main course in Sal.
Okay.
It's a linguini pasta with lobster, espelette chili, datterino tomato, and lemon zest.
Okay, which cuisine?
So this dish is a mix between Italy and France.
Okay, Italy and France. Shall we?
Sure.
Please. You're going there?
Yeah.
Yalla, let's go. So, chef, what are you doing now?
So now we start. We have our sauce, which is made with lobster
Okay.
and prawns. It's called bisque. So we have our sauce.
Okay.
When the sauce is hot, we drop our linguini pasta
Okay.
inside the sauce.
So, you told me this is Italian French.
Yeah, it's Italian French because this linguini lobster, we use a lot of butter to finish the
Okay.
linguini.
Okay.
Compared to Italy, which we use more olive oil than butter. And also we use some espelette pepper here. So we also have a touch of Spain.
You're adding tomato, chef?
Now we add some tomato concassé. We add some lobster meat.
Okay.
Some butter.
Butter. Okay. Salted
Acidic butter.
Is it salted?
It's salted and a bit acidic. So we add some lemon inside. We reduce some with lemon juice. And we do our acidic butter for this pasta.
Okay. ريحة وايد لذيذة، وايد لذيذة الريحة بصراحة. I'm telling them the smell is amazing. Yeah. maintain, chef, the authentic pizza and pasta, Mediterranean, or you add like accessories?
We have
on the top?
our pizza in the menu and also pasta, but as our restaurant is mainly concentrated on Mediterranean flavor.
Yeah.
So we add in almost in every dish some acidic fat. So
Okay.
even in like we have a pizza which is a traditional Italian pizza, but we add eggplant marinade with vinegar.
Okay,
So
I
you
got
always
it.
have one acidic fat inside each dish inside.
That's why you are fine dining. You have your own signature.
Yes.
You're adding parsley?
We add parsley and tarragon. Parsley and tarragon chopped.
Can you come here, chef, please?
We add a bit of Espelette pepper
Okay.
and we are ready to plate it.
Again, we'll talk about the eyes and the presentation.
Yes.
How important it is.
It's very important for me to have every dish well presented for our guests because it's the first thing that as a guest you see about the restaurant where you are.
Even the way you are catching the spoon and the things, it's like you are an artist, you know? You're making an art with the smell, food, image. It's amazing, actually.
You know how we said that in chef, it's same like an artist.
Yeah, you told me the chef is like an artist.
Yes. So that's we like as a chef is we love to do our job. So we always try to make it as
Special, unique, fine
unique.
dining.
Yeah. So now we add our lobster on top of the pasta.
Lovely,
We
amazing.
finish with some extra virgin olive oil.
From Italy?
Olive oil is from Italy, yes.
And,
We have some dry tomato.
okay. Is it homemade?
This is homemade, yes.
Yeah?
So we use actually again this also is for Italian.
Okay.
It's called Datterino tomato from Sicily.
So tell me how long it takes this tomato to be dried?
Very simple. We just cut it in half. We add some olive oil, salt, and lemon zest.
Okay.
And we put it in a very low temperature for 3 to 4 hours.
Oh, only
So,
3-4 hours.
yeah.
Okay, fine.
Then we finish with some fresh basil.
Again, it's called what, this dish?
Linguini with the lobster. Linguini with fresh lobster.
lobster. Thank you so much, chef. I'm so excited to try this dish.
This is our linguini.
Yeah, the
Pasta
main
linguini
course
lobster in sal.
from Sal Fine Dining Restaurant Mediterranean.
Mediterranean.
Yeah, but before I try it, we will go to the last dish, which is the sweet or the dessert. Then
Sure.
we'll take all the 3 dishes together and I will try them together. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Are you ready for the next one?
Sure, done.
Perfecto.
Grazie.
Tell me about the peak time. How do you control it?
Of course, from the experience that I have, that I earned in my career, and also we do a lot of training with the staff, with my team, with the staff, and before we do the service, we always have a briefing and we discuss about the operation, how to run
Okay.
it smoothly.
Tell me, how do you? Yeah, I was asking about your team. How do you train them?
Yeah, so we do a lot of training in the kitchen. We do it 3 or 4 times per week. And also on a daily basis, between me and my sous chef as well, we are always there, you know, to guide them, because they need a good guide, and they need to be able to understand what the chef have in his mind to deliver the right food for our guests.
What about the tools? How do you select and choose the tools you use in the kitchen?
Yeah, we have a lot of modern tools for be able to have a different technique, as a pacojet, as a ice cream machine, Thermomix. So also about the tools, there is a lot of training that needs to be done before the operation start.
I saw the gelato machine of the ice cream. It's authentic Italiano, yeah?
Authentic Italiano. It's Carpigiani. It's from North Italy. It's from Modena.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we'll try it later.
We'll try it
Inshallah.
later. Yes.
And tell me, I want to ask you also about how do you maintain the hygiene in the kitchen, chef?
It's also about having proper training on a daily basis, and we have also all the logbook from that has to be filled up on a daily basis, and then it's been checked from my side or from my assistant, and so yeah. And then also we have an hygiene manager in the hotel, which is there to help us on the guideline.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
And they follow up and keep
with
it all
the follow-up
maintained.
as well, yes.
Okay, let's go for the dessert.
So yeah, for the dessert,
yes.
I will present you one of our signature dessert, which basically we call it the Sal Selection Dessert.
Salsa?
Sal Selection Dessert.
Sal Selection Dessert.
Yes.
Okay.
Which basically we come up with this idea that the guests can try few desserts in one plate.
Okay, what they are?
So we have a traditional tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
We have a chocolate mousse with toasted hazelnuts.
All homemade.
All homemade.
Okay.
Everything is homemade.
Okay.
And we have a sagomago, which is tapioca cooked in coconut milk.
Sagomago.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we call it sagomago. It's basically tapioca cooked in coconut milk.
Okay.
And we finish with mango and passion fruit sauce
On the top of sagomago.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is our dessert, which is also gluten-free and dairy and sugar-free.
Nice.
So we basically, very simple, we have
Tiramisu, chocolate mousse.
and sagomago. And we serve it together with some fresh fruit to have a good refreshment.
So the fresh fruit, it's a mango with a passion fruit.
No, we
This
also
one.
have the one
here.
on top, yes,
Yeah.
mango with passion fruit.
Okay. And then,
And then in the middle we have some fresh fruit.
what we have? Watermelon,
We have
sweet
watermelon,
melon.
rock melon, and sweet melon.
Okay.
Then we put some berry.
Melon family.
Yes.
All around.
Then we put some fresh berries.
I can see in this plate, chef, it like satisfy more than a taste, because some people like fruits, other people like chocolate.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know?
Yes. So it's a bit, it's a good variety
Exactly.
dessert dish, you know, that you can enjoy. Someone can like something, somebody else like something else.
Exactly.
Less sweet. So yeah.
You put berries on the top?
We put berries on the top, and then we just finish the sagomago with coriander cress.
Okay.
And the last one is just some chocolate
chips.
grated on top of the tiramisu.
Lovely, lovely. The chocolate is from where?
It's from...
You are smiling, right?
I don't remember.
Is it a dark chocolate?
It's a dark chocolate.
So
I
it's
don't
healthy.
remember from where.
Okay, no problem. It looks delicious. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that's our sal selection dessert. One of
Sal
our
Selection Dessert.
Yeah.
So it's under the name of Sal Restaurant Fine Dining.
Yes.
Okay. We finished. This is our last dish for today from Sal Restaurant. Now it's the time to go to the table, and I will try the dishes and I will tell you about my opinion. I will be
course.
honest, chef.
Of course, you have to. You have to.
Thank you, perfecto, chef.
Grazie mille.
Merci.
Thank you. So, how is it?
It's perfecto, chef. Thank you so much.
Grazie mille, buon appetito.
Merci. Thank you. جد بيرفكتو مطعم سال يجمع بين اليونان، فرنسا، اسبانيا، ايطاليا في بقعه جغرافيه واحده واللي هي دار الظبي بو ظبي. راح اكمل انا تلذذ في هذه الاطعمه واشوفكم في فاين دايننج جديد ولأن لذيذ راح اقول لكم توسو نوستيمو.